I was going to do a video on this, but I said I might as well go live. Oh boy. Gotta get set up here. Let's see. Channel, I just lost that now. Let me go into it so I can see my chat. I hope I can see it. That way there I'll be able to correspond better. All right. I'm not sure if we got anybody in here yet. No, not yet. But I'm almost set up here. The coals are died down a little bit. I got some hickory hardwood that I got in there that I had going. I'm just gonna fan this up a little bit so I can get it cooked a little faster. Not paying attention to this chat yet. Trying to do this at the same time. I have right here. If I do anything, I got some of this Wagyu beef talon. I got some of that Wagyu beef talon. Who we got? We got Kevin Hawthorne. Good evening. JK Pioneer. Woo! Yeah. Bellows Forge. What's going on? How you doing, brother? I'm gonna cook those. I did a video earlier on preparing a steak that I was gonna cook. I hope you can all hear me right now because I'm away from the phone. But all I was gonna do, I like taking this Wagyu and putting a little bit on a paper towel and brushing it on the grates. That way there the steak doesn't really stick to it when you throw it on there. And it also gives it a little bit of a flavor. I'm just gonna brush this on real quick, just a little bit. I'm gonna start taking that steak, throwing that steak on. Give me a minute. I also got a can of maple bacon cured baked beans. I'm gonna put right there in the back side. Let those warm up a little bit. Also for my dinner as well, if in case you're wondering, I love pickled whole beets. Them are awesome. They're really good. I got those as a condiment for my dinner. And let me show you the steak, the filet mignon. It was 1.38 pounds. Filet mignon. Woo! Conqueror Balls, good to see ya. Woo! Yeah. How you doing? I know that's you, Emerald. You ain't fooling me. Good to see you, brother. Ice Over Journey. Woo! Making him hungry. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Yeah, and then Linda Bop Mom comes out. I cook with my hands. I've already pre-washed my hands again. I know she'll give me heck. OTG. Woo! What's going on, brother? You're gonna set this right on here. Oh, can you hear that? Can you hear the sizzle? It's not as hot as I want it to be. Those filet mignons were they were pretty thick. They were extremely thick. Like I said, I was gonna do a video on this, but I said, I might be able to do it. Just do it live. Then I don't get my Silver Journey knows what I'm talking about. Then I don't have to do any editing. I don't have to do anything. And I don't have to take 15, 20 minutes to upload it. It goes so much quicker and easier if I do it. I'm not sure if anybody, I know it's Thursday. I don't know. Can anybody tell me? I'm on vacation. So I don't know everything that's going on out there. But usually on Thursdays, sometimes Yankee Stacking has a show. Does Yankee Stacking have a show going on at 8 or 8:30? I'm not sure. But we're going to get this filet mignon cooked up. Like I said, we're using a little bit of that beef talon. I got that on there. Afterwards, when I get that steak cooked, I really enjoy this a lot. What I also have is some Kerrygold Irish butter. I'm going to dress a little bit on top of that steak after I put it in the plate. Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to let that cook a little bit. Then we're going to flop it. Like I said, it's gonna slower cook because the grates are a little higher. The coals are kind of died down a little bit. I was gonna do this later on after my live stream with Michael Stacking after I had a huge fire going on and I had a lot of coals. Deneen, woo, good to see you. How you doing, my sister from Alaska? Coming over for steak. Linda Bob Mom, woo, the birdie's cooking her dinner. Yes, sir, with clean hands, hopefully. Yes, Linda Bob. I told you guys. I said it in the beginning of the stream. I made sure I washed my hands. Wash my hands. Not to worry when I get done with this hot, Mom. I got the tongs to grab it up and flip it over with. I'm all set. I'm good. And when I went on my dune buggy ride, no, I didn't have a helmet. I'm a country boy. You know, I'm a country boy. Country boys do that. But I did have my 5-point harness on. I had that on. I was being safe as safe could be. Thank you so much, my silver journey. He has no live stream tonight that I know of. Awesome. Thank you so much. Bellows Fortunes, let's go. Woo. Yeah. Rice Bubble. Guess it's smelling pretty good. Oh, yeah. Let me get a whiff of that. I ain't gonna lie. It smells pretty good so far. Yes, it does. Like I said, I wanted to have a few more coals. We try to fan this a little bit. Get some of those coals heated up. Get a little more heat going on there. I would have if I got a little rushed for this because, like I said, I was going to do it later, but I had a few commenters was wondering when dinner was, you know. And I hurried up and took some of my hickory wood and I got it going and I got some coals of it. I cleaned my fire pit out today. I had a whole lot of ashes in there. I got that all cleaned up real nice. Get that going. I know a few of you inquired about my garden and maybe needing fertilizer. Uh, it wasn't doing so good in a couple of places. Uh, I don't know if a lot of you guys know it or not. If you have raised garden beds or whatever, or if you actually cook and have campfires and whatnot, but if you get some good coals going and you leave the coals there, and the next day and you got some black charred charcoal, that's called chard, and it's very extremely good for gardens. You can take it. I when I cleaned it up, I took all the ashes out of it, and I'll show you what I have. I put it inside of a little waste basket, just so you guys can know. You can see that you got a leaf in there. Leaf doesn't matter, but this is charcoal. This is charcoal from wood fires. It's leftover charcoal. Now I gotta wash my hands again. And dang it. But it's leftover charcoal. And what you can do with that from fires like this is you can take it and you can crush it up and you can take like a hammer or a piece of wood or something. You can crush it up into a fine powder, and you can mix that in with your soil. Preferably, you can do it in the early spring or in the late fall. Take it, put it right into your soil, till it in, mix it in, and it makes extremely good fertilizer for your soil for your gardens. And it's not something that's just going to go away. It as it decomposes and stuff, it puts nutrients back into the soil for years. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know if all of you have known it, but you can do a little research on it on chard. I think it's called um, chard charred charcoals. And there's actually places that actually I believe it's been a few years since I researched it, but you can yeah, biochard. Uh, but you can purchase it online, and it costs money, and you can actually make it yourself, just like from what I'm doing here. You know, having campwood fires and letting the wood burn into charcoal, and you know, after when the fire's done and the charcoal's off to the side and it's not burnt to an ash, you can take that and save that and put it away somewhere, and you can turn around, and mash it all up, and can use that right into your gardens. Blacksmiths. You barbecue with lump charcoal. Yeah, well, this is hardwood charcoal from burning firewood, hardwood firewood. Web shooter, woo! Good to see you. How you doing? Got you in the background. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. That's all right, web shooter. Not a problem. Smash that like button. Appreciate you showing up and saying hi. Alrighty. Let me see. Oh boy, yeah, the heat ain't quite hot enough. I should have had a little more wood on that. Like I said, at the end of the evening, I would have later on. And when I cut that up, it was a full filet mignon, and I cut that up in half, And I'm almost pretty certain they call that a butterfly cut. See how that looks like a butterfly almost? They call that a butterfly cut. I'm pretty sure. Let me get that over there so I can get the position so I can get the most of that of the heat that's coming out of there. Maybe I can fan that a little bit more. Get them coals a little hotter than I want to be. Like I said, I want to be careful because I don't want to dust up any ash too much, but a little bit of ash ain't gonna hurt anybody. There ain't that much anyways. But I'm just gonna fan that a little bit so I can heat those coals up. It's a lot easier, yes, to cook on a propane barbecue grill, yeah, but it takes this is fun. This is enjoyable. And like I said, I would have later on I would have had a huger fire and I would have had a lot more coals than this. So right now the coals are very low and it's down probably 5 or 6 or more inches from the steak. And all I'm doing is I'm just fanning the coals a little bit to kind of bring them back to life to make them a little hotter. That way there the steak will cook a little bit quicker. I don't intend on, taking 45 minutes to cook this, which wouldn't take that long. But I'm hungry. I want to eat. I hope y'all can hear me all right. You just ate, and suddenly I'm hungry again. I'm sorry, Mishy. I apologize. Stay sharp for tomorrow, Web. Okay, looking. I had a butcher teach me how to cut beef when I was 16. That's awesome, JK Pioneer. So that if am I right about cutting that filet mignon like that? That is a butterfly cut, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm wrong. I could be, but like I said, I wish I had a little bit more coals, a little hotter fire. But I kind of wanted to hurry up and do this and get this going and do a little live on it. Um, and I wanted to do it during daylight hours because I did it before at nighttime. I did make a video, and it's a little more difficult when it's dark out. And this way here, I got a little bit of light on the subject, on the matter. Make sure those beans are over here. And some nice beans in there. Baked beans with bacon. Stir that just a little bit just to make sure. Don't burn on the bottom. Yeah, what time is it now? Oh, it's almost 10 of 8. Don't y'all forget to go check out Michael Stacken's live stream there later. If you're still on here in My Silver Journey, throw up his link. If you're not subbed to Michael Stacken, please be sure to be subscribed to Michael Stacken. Go give him a like and a comment and a thumbs up. And 10 o'clock p.m., he's got a live stream going on, and I'll be there. Woo! 7:53, where you at? Yeah, that's where it's here too, JK Pioneer. Let me see. Yeah, 7:53 on the nose. Woo! Yeah, normally I got a hotter fire than this, and like I said, I apologize, but it's cooking. But I don't want to get it too cooked. I like my steak about medium rare to medium rare. Usually I only flop it one time. I cook it. If I'm on a gas grill, what I usually do with an inch thick steak, I do this. If you watch the video, you always take your steak, preferably an inch thick steak. You take your steak and you bring it to room temperature. Make sure it's at room temperature for at least 40 minutes to an hour. And then once it's at room temperature, then you use your salt and your black coarse pepper, to your liking. Myself, I was using some Himalayan salt with some thyme and rosemary on it. I like that. I think I got that at Aldi's, and it's a pretty decent price if I remember correctly. But when I don't use that, I like to use the Kirshner coarse salt or sea salt, and I use coarse black pepper. It's called a salt and pepper steak. But bring your steaks for about an hour to room temperature. Then you salt your steak, both sides, and pepper it, and then you let it set for about another half hour to an hour or more. If don't stick it in the refrigerator, but if you're if you don't want any flies or anything like that, if you've got a phobia on any type of insects that might get to it, put a little paper towel over the top of it, or take some plastic wrap and cover the dish, or get it put in a dish and get a glass cover, but let it set for at least an hour or longer. The more you let it set on there, the more the salt reacts with the enzymes and everything in the steak, producing a very, very, very tasty steak. Let me look at the chat. I got to do medium well for my digestive system. Yeah, yeah. I should be doing mine well done because of my particular body chemistry. I found out probably 7, 8 years ago that when my body chemistry, salt, vitamin D, and rare meat creates kidney stones in my system. I'd like to treat myself to a nice medium rare steak. My urologist said, Mark, he goes, you can eat fish. He goes, you can have some, if you can have a steak, but don't eat steak 7 days a week. He goes, and not rare. He goes, try a little fish, have a little chicken, and he goes, cook it well. If you're gonna have your steaks, cook it well done. He goes, because they did I forget what they call it, but they did a diet analysis on me, what was creating my kidney stones, and it was a combination of the red meats, because the enzymes in the meats, the vitamin D that I was ingesting and getting naturally from the sun, and salt. I don't have high blood pressure, but when those three things combine, converge, they create kidney stones, and they're no fun. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I think that steak is pretty much done to my liking. Let me get a different plate here. Nice clean plate that I brought out. And I'm gonna let this one, I can tell by touching it, is a little, I can tell by, I know because of the way the steak is reacting, it's more rare. This one's nice. This one is as well. But let me take those. Let me put those on there. Right on there like that. I'll set those right off. That needs a little more cooking because it's a little spongy. And it's like that. It's rare. Now it's probably more cooked there. So let me take this and let me turn it a different way so that doesn't cook as much. And that gets more heat. Let me bring my beans over just a little bit. Set them down. I want to get out some of my, let me see here. Oh, if you guys have never had pickled beets, pick some up. I'll show them to you again. I know every store has different. Get out of here, fly. Shoo, fly. Is that the same fly that came over here when I prepared it? That stinker. But these pickled beets are awesome. They are great. I love them just as much as I love my pickled garlic. Oh, man, I should have brought out my pickled garlic. Oh, them are good, too. I'll show them to you one more time. At my store, they're called Price Chopper Market 32, but whole pickled beets. Them are so awesome and so yummy. They are, they're very good. Now, let me take out the little, this is more of a butter knife. I know if you've seen that video, I was cutting it up, but it's not a real steak knife. I mean, look at that. That doesn't even cut me. It's more of a butter knife. Let me take a little bit of this Kerrygold Irish butter. Can you see that steak? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I'm just going to take that and butter that up just a little bit. Oh, boy. If you had the Kerrygold Irish butter, you know what I'm talking about. It is awesome. I know Ellie isn't here, but you ask Ellie, she'll tell you. You ask Michael Stacken, I think he'll tell you too. And Michael Stacken will also vouch for the Wagyu beef talon. That's what you want to get right there. Yummy. That's it. Take a look at the jag. Just leave a stick on the stage. I apologize again. Like I said, I'm here trying to cook this. I got a chat window open. I can't see it on my phone, but I do have my laptop over there, but it's a ways away. It's a ways away. And I hope you guys enjoyed me bringing this to you. gonna get some of those baked beans out of there. Cooking with T-Bird. Woo! That shouldn't be hot. Ooh, it's a little warm. It's a little warm. Ow. Get over here. Maybe some baked beans with some piece of bacon. Oh my. Michael would hate me. He's gonna hate me for this now. I'm always teasing Michael with all the cooking. Maybe I should take a picture of this and send it to him. I don't think he knows I'm live. Oh my. All right, where's my fork? Where is it? There's my knife. There's my fork. How can I do this? There you go. There's a silver dollar meal. Prepared and made by T-Bird. Maybe $2 silver. Yeah, probably $2 silver. That is going to be so good. Let me take a little slice off over here. Hold on. I'll let you see me cut it up. I had to put my puppy dogs inside. Well, one of them, Marley Bear's over here. She's such a good dog. She's such a good dog. Love that dog. Let me bring you over here. Turn the tripod just a little bit. She's sniffing it. She can smell it. She can smell it. Molly approved. Molly Bear approved. Minty Cactus. Woo! How you doing, Minty? Just happened to notice you had my phone. I just over the fire pit over a hardwood fire coals. I just cooked that delicious filet mignon steak. I warmed up some maple bacon baked beans, some pickled beets. Oh yeah, and I'm just gonna take a couple of bites of it. I got one filet mignon still there, a little on the rare side. I'm gonna flip that. I can tell by the texture of it. It's still cooking. I'm gonna turn that. Oh boys, that smells good. Oh man. Let's see. OTG gave Fellows Forge a heads up. What is it? Everything a grown boy needs. Yes, sir. Yes, Emerald. Everything a grown boy needs. Let's see. Dinner of Champions. Woo! Yeah. Oh, I love my steak. Thank you so much, Minty Cactus. Except for the beets. I like beets. Beets, regular beets, no, but pickled beets there's a whole different thing about them. B Taylor, woo! Hey, good to see you. Hey, Jeff. Here we go. Let's take a cut of this. Oh my. Oh, I don't even have to cut it. I don't even have to cut it. I gotta stand back near my phone. I don't even have to cut it. Just a little bit medium, little medium. That's exactly the way I like them. OMG. Wow. That is so awesome and delicious. And you know, close. I wish I could share this with you guys. There's no way I can though. Let me show you how tender that is. Let me show you. I'm not even cutting it. I'm not even cutting into it. Show you how tender that is. Look at that. That is perfection. Could you see that? How easily that came apart? Oh. All right, guys, open up. Here it comes. Open up. Take a bite. Take a bite. Oh, man. I'll show you one more time. I think you can see that. How easily that steak just falls right apart. That's Ellie, there she is. Hello, good to see you, sister. Awesome. You know, I you probably just missed it. I don't know how long you're in here, but I dabbled a little bit of the Kerrygold Irish butter on top of that over there. I cooked it over on the grill. Oh, not on the grill, but on my fire pit. And some coals I had over there, hardwood coals. I just cooked that live stream. I got one filet mignon that's still on there. It's slowly cooking. It's like a slow roast. But thank you all, everyone. Appreciate you, each and every one of you. I'm not sure. Wow, I still got 17 people. What do you guys want to do? Watch me eat the steak? That just comes right apart. So good. Mm. I mean, I can sit here. I can't help myself. I apologize, but I'm looking at the chat now. I'm so sorry to tease you guys with all that, but now I can really concentrate on what's going on in the chat and really talk to you instead of me just blabbing off. Let me see what everybody's saying. So, would you? I have a food boner. Gotta go. All right. All right. Have a good one. Um, what do you think about the T-Bird Fire Pit cooking the steak? How'd you like it? Learn about mom on Michael Stacking. Yeah, I will. I'm going to sit here and talk with you guys for a few minutes before I head out. It's I've been streaming for 26 minutes. I'll say let's go to 30 minutes. Another 4 minutes. I can chat with you guys just for a few minutes and say my goodbyes, each and every one of you. Thank you so much, William. Is that well done? Not quite. It's a little bit. It's about medium well. It's about medium well. Let me see if I can't zoom you in. And like I said, I love my steaks a little on the rare side, but I can't. I can't because of my body analysis, the way I create good kidney stones. But let me zoom you guys in here, and you can see it's medium well. Really not really much. There's just a very light hint of pink. Very light hint of pink, and that's the way I gotta have it. But it's supposed to be a little more well done than that. Look at how that steak just pulls apart. No cutting involved. No cutting involved. It's all cooked right over the top of the grill. Let's take a look. I got those baked beans right there. Let's try this other piece over here. I didn't get into that one. That one's a little thicker. Let's see how that one is. Oh boy. That one's a little bit rare. Oh, you see a slight pink color. That'd be all right though, I guess. A little bit of baked bean juice on it, but that's all right. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but medium, medium well is the way I gotta have it. I don't have to. I just can't do it 7 days a week because of my body chemistry. Yes, it does bellows. It tastes just as amazing as it looks. And like I said, there's no cutting involved. That's how tender that steak is. It is awesome. And I have one of those pickled beets. I know Minty Cactus doesn't like pickled beets, but I sort of I really enjoy them. The way they're bought. I don't pickle them myself. I buy them that way. Yeah, B. Taylor, get them. Yeah, medium well is better. Yes, Ellie. Especially like I said with my body chemistry, because the enzymes and the stuff in the steak and the salt and the vitamin D creates kidney stones in my body chemistry. So I can't. But yeah, I love beets too, Ellie. They're awesome. Beets beets aren't for everybody, but they are for me. And the baked beans with bacon. Mm-mm. Bacon and onions, maple flavored. Oh boy, so good. Yes, both beets are good. How's Gatioso tonight, Bellows? She's keeping you busy with the labors of love? Well, Mrs. T-Bird is for me. I don't mind either. You bake beets? Add salt? So yummy. Wow, really? Is that in the oven, Ellie? I don't think I've ever had that before. Baked beets. So you're saying like raw beets from the garden or something, or beets before they're pickled or anything? Just cook them in the oven, perhaps, and add a little salt. I don't think I've ever had them prepared that way. Mm, yes, in the oven, inside aluminum foil. Yes, raw from the garden. Awesome. I got some beets cooked or growing in my garden. They're not full yet. They're not fully grown. I'll have to try that. And another thing, like in the inside aluminum foil, it would probably be awesome with the put a little bit of that Kerrygold, that little Kerrygold Irish butter in with them as well, and then put a little salt on them, and then fold everything up and cook them in there. I will. Trust me, I will. Maybe I'll even do a video on it. Who knows? Well, I hope you all enjoyed me cooking by the fire pit. My next door neighbor just got home with his tractor trailer. He drives big truck. I can't see it any longer, but I had a couple of rabbits out there in the yard back there, but they took off. I was gonna zoom in on them and show them to you, but I don't know where they went. They went somewhere. I forget who I was asking about the wildlife here. Somebody was asking. I was telling them about the wildlife that I had. Alrighty, guys. I'll catch all of you out there on Michael Stackins. I'm not sure if anybody dropped the link. I think I'd ask somebody to, but Ellie, if you could, if it's easy and convenient, I know he wasn't in here, but drop Michael Stackins' link out there, Ellie. Please be sure to stop by and check out Michael Stackins at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's got a live stream going on there, and I'll be out there as well. Thank you so much, Ellie. I will enjoy, and I have already been enjoying it. I just wish I was able to share it with all of you guys out there and not tease you with it. I'm such a tease, and I don't mean to be. I just like bringing the content, the stuff that I enjoy and enjoy to you. But thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Bellows Forge. Thank you, OTG. Thank you, B. Taylor. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Ellie. Love each and every one of you. Yes, you know it. Bird's the word. Go for the countdown. Woo! Alrighty. We'll see you guys later. Love y'all. T-Bird out. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good night and happy Thursday, guys. T-Bird out.